Operators use swabs as a tool to apply dope to mold equipment. Swabs consist of a fine weave cotton and come in two fundamental swab shapes, several different sizes, and several different handle lengths. Some swabs have polyester fibers and solid wire stems. If a specific job or customer requires you to use these swabs, you must be careful. The fibers resist absorbing dope and get crusty when heated. The stem also has a washer buried in the fibers at the tip and can damage mold equipment. The ideal swab has a twisted wire stem and cotton fibers and should be used whenever possible. From these, operators bend the handles to make specific shapes to aid in swabbing without damaging mold equipment. Never cut the handle on a swab to make it shorter. The handle length on new swabs was chosen with safety in mind. Swab handles that are short will unnecessarily force operators to expose their hands to a potential pinching hazard. It is important to use the swab with the proper size and shape for each location on the job being produced. The inside of large finish neck rings require this swab. Gallon jugs in the blow-and-blow process are an example. The inside of large finish neck rings in the 62 process also require this swab. Swabbing the insides of molds requires this swab. The tops of molds and the 41 process blank require this swab. This swab is used for the insides of molds and neck rings. Medium-sized blanks and bottom plates require this swab. Large blanks and bottom plates require this swab. Using the correct swab is important. A swab that's too small for a given blank will make it impossible to build up an even polish in the cavity. As a result, the sections will jam and defect levels will increase. On the other hand, using a swab which is too large allows dope to contact the metal outside of the cavity, which results in dope buildup along the seams. This creates blank seams and forces a blank change sooner than normal. Skilled operators often trim swabs using scissors to obtain the ideal swab shape to match the mold equipment design for the job in production. Never burn swabs to make them smaller. This seals the fibers and prevents them from properly absorbing dope. Swabs get burned out over a matter of hours. The drier the swab and the hotter the blank, the shorter the life of the swab. A burned-out swab's fibers no longer absorb dope. Never hesitate to replace a burned-out swab. Swabs are cheap when compared to the cost of defective wear and customer satisfaction.